Tesla Mobile Service recently came to our house in the Florida Keys to change the windshield wipers on both our Teslas. And I learned a lot just by asking a few questions. Today's video is all about sharing those learnings. Glad you're here. Welcome back to Test Lucky, the YouTube channel where you can follow the adventures of Lucky, the 2016 Tesla Model X, and Karma, the 2024 Tesla Model Y. We recently had the 2024 holiday Tesla software update to both of these vehicles, and ever since I've been a little bit obsessed with maintenance summary. This is the third video in a row where there are major references and learnings to maintenance summary. I promise that today we're going to wrap a bow on this topic, but when Tesla Mobile Service came to our house last week to change the windshield wipers for both Lucky and Karma, I took the opportunity to ask a few questions. Tesla Mobile Service is just so awesome because 80% of routine maintenance and body work can be done at your home or at your place of work. Pretty much anything that doesn't require putting the vehicle up on a lift can be done with mobile service. When I was a new Tesla owner, I used to call Tesla all the time with my questions, and we even produced a series of videos for this channel, Today I Called Tesla. And the reason we did that is that they used to have like hold time of like 30 minutes. So I was like, send me your questions. I'll sit on hold and make a video for them. The last time we posted one of these Today I Called Tesla videos was 2021. Check out this intro. We're going back in time. Today I called Tesla with 3 questions. What did I learn? Stay tuned to find out. As Carly would say, that's a little bit cringy. I just also reflect on the fact that I stopped calling Tesla for answers because I just started doing Google searches and also looking at the manual in the MCU. That is one of the most respectable and reliable sources of information on the Tesla because the over-the-air software updates will refresh the manual. So if there's any changes to the vehicle, the manual gets changed. It's never outdated. I mean, that's so much better than those old thick books that they used to send you home with new cars with. And I always meant to read those and I never did. But I do search in the MCU often for important details about the car and its specs and the maintenance. It's all right there in the MCU. I'll show you real quick how to get to the MCU in the Tesla. Super easy to get to the MCU in the older and the newer Teslas. You just tap on the car in the lower left corner and then tap on service and then owner's manual right there. And it brings everything right up. Super easy to search and look through the various categories. So what do calling Tesla and doing a Google search have in common? They can both be wrong. I have had so many circumstances with either of those sources not being perfectly reliable. But for some reason, when I was trying to learn more about maintenance summary and the appointment with Tesla Mobile Service was 2 to 3 weeks into the future, I did decide to call Tesla again with a few questions. And I was planning to produce one of those old school videos, but then after the mobile service visit, I learned that all the information that I had received from that Tesla customer service representative on the phone wasn't perfectly accurate. And it could have been a new person, or it could have just been the fact that customer service reps for Tesla don't necessarily get the same training as the mobile service and the automotive service center reps do. The people who take the cars apart and put them back together, like they really know the nitty-gritty details about these vehicles. I did learn a few things on that phone call with Tesla, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. And I'm going to quickly go through those 4 questions and then share the best answer to the question, whether it came from the phone call to Tesla or whether it came from the mobile service visit. Question number 1 is related to our recent tire rotation experience in Lucky, the older Model X. I was very surprised to see with this new feature that it was updated after getting the tire rotation. I was trying to make sure that I didn't forget that I needed to go in and reset it. And then when I went to do that, it was already reset. So I was very curious, did that happen automatically, or did the tire rotation service representative know to go into the MCU and update that in maintenance summary? So Tesla customer service on the phone said that there was no way that that could have been automatic, that it had to be that the person went in and tapped it. And then the mobile service tech said, well, you know, it might be automated somehow. He wasn't actually quite sure. So neither one of them were able to give me a straight answer or a complete, accurate answer to that question. So I'm just going to have to chalk that up as like, whatever. I was curious. I may never know how that happened. Question number 2, I asked if there was any way to use maintenance summary to track the life of the tires, which I currently use a trip odometer for, and both Tesla customer service on the phone and mobile service had the same answer. No, that's not possible. A feature wasn't designed that way. Maybe it'll evolve into that in the future. Maybe I'm the only one who really wants to keep track so closely to the miles on the tire. I mean, I know you should just check the tread on the tires all the time, but I like knowing when the miles get to, like, 20, 25, 30,000. It just helps me, make sure that I'm like really tuned into the tread of my tires. Now, the Tesla customer service rep on the phone did say that they would put that in the suggestion box. So who knows, maybe a future over-the-air software update will bring that enhancement to maintenance summary. Only time will tell. All right, this one is a little bit funny. Question number 3 was, can a wheel check alignment done in the past by Tesla be added to maintenance summary retroactively? So the Tesla customer service rep on the phone put me on hold and came back, and this is what they said. They said, yes, absolutely. The exact answer was, yes, qualified automotive professionals, either Tesla certified or non-Tesla certified, can do this. And then when I asked on the Tesla mobile service visit, I was told, we can't do this. Nobody can do this. You can't make any changes retroactively into maintenance summary. So I guess maybe they do that to protect the integrity of the data, that like somebody looking to sell the car couldn't go in and like change everything. And that's a perfect segue to question number 4, which is also about wheel alignment check. It says as needed in maintenance summary. And so I asked the customer service rep on the phone, what does that mean? Also from my notes here, they gave me some really good examples. They said, number 1, when something feels different, if the car is driving a little differently, veering to one side or the next, check wheel alignment first. Okay, that makes sense, and I'm sure most people already knew that. They also said if the tire PSI is different on just one tire versus the other 3, that's a signal that you may need to do a wheel alignment. If there's some sort of situation that damages the wheel, like you get curb rash, road rash, you have a bent rim, they said you might need to get a wheel alignment. And also if there's weathering cracks on the tires, to get a wheel alignment. They also said that if there's any visual differences to the tires, like the tires are pigeon-toed or the opposite. What are your thoughts? Do you get wheel alignments on your Tesla often, and for any other circumstances? Got got any good examples or stories, please let us know in the comments below your thoughts on what as needed really means on a Tesla with wheel alignment. Now, focusing the rest of our attention for this video on that Tesla mobile service visit, the number one learning that I got was related to the tire rotation maintenance summary in Karma, which is different. Karma's the 2024 Model Y, and the maintenance summary is slightly different per vehicle because the technology, there's 8 years difference in the hardware on these vehicles. And in Karma, when you select to tap on the tire rotation update, it brings up the option to indicate if you had 1 to 3 of the tires replaced. And I was very confused about that feature because I thought that maybe that was intended to be the life of the tires tracking. But I asked on our mobile service visit about this, and Gio said no. He said that there is a reason within the electronics of the newer Teslas that it is important to signal to the vehicle through that update in maintenance summary that 1 or 3 of the tires have been changed. It has something to do with maintaining the balance and the PSI monitoring with the wheels. I don't really fully know how to explain that. Do you know anything about the electronics within these newer Teslas and how it is important to them to know if 1 or 3 of the tires have been changed? I'm just taking their word for it that is important and brings value, but I welcome any further elaborations on this topic. My last tip for you as it relates to Tesla mobile service and learning as much as you can is to make sure that they don't forget to do the tread report. It is a routine part of the service and it is automatic, included, and no extra cost. So check out the new data for Lucky and Karma's treads. I am really excited about these numbers. First of all, with Lucky, on the rear tires, which now have 13,243 miles, the tread was 8:30 seconds. I think that seems pretty reasonable. You want to make sure that the tread is 4 and above to be safe. The front tires on Lucky have fewer miles. Those tires have only 8,331 miles, and so the tread there was 10:30 seconds. Makes sense. Less miles, better tread on the front versus the back with Lucky. And now take a look at the tread numbers for Karma, the 2024 Model Y, which has symmetric sized 19-inch tires. Oh, that's different. On Lucky, the tire size on the front and the back is a little bit different. Karma's tread is 9:30 seconds on all 4 tires, and that's after 12,428 miles. So very pleased with how the tires are doing, very pleased with all the learnings from the Tesla mobile service visit. I thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. We'll see you in our next video.